3 voor 12 Radio Jasper Leidens.
Ja, en vandaag is dan een band die je net al hoorde in de 3FM Livebox. En ik zei je van, ja, dit is misschien wel mijn meest beluisterde band van dit jaar. De band Welly.
Hello, hello.
Is Welly your band, or are you Welly and is everyone Welly now?
The idea was that I was Welly. And then I think that people invested far too much in it. People lost too many jobs. They had too many instruments stolen. They lost too much money, so I think we're sort of all Welly now. But we always say it's like Scooby-Doo. So,
wow.
So Scooby-Doo is named after the main character.
Right, yeah.
You think of the whole gang, if I may be so cocky. But that's the idea.
So, Elliot, welkom. Hanna, welkom in de studio van 3FM.
Dankjewel.
Dit is wel heel grappig, want jij bent het Nederlandse deel van Welly.
Ja, dat is. Ik ben geboren en getogen Haarlemmer. En ben naar Engeland verhuisd. En daar heb ik deze 4 jonge mannen ontmoet.
Ja.
En nu speel ik in Welly.
Ja, dit is te gek. Een Nederlands tintje dus. So, how is it to have a Dutchie in the band?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think Hannah is an incredibly pragmatic person, and you have to put up with quite a lot. We are 4 very useless.
Fine.
I should say men, but no, we're 4 very useless boys.
Right.
And Hannah is fantastic at sort of just going, okay, you need to be quiet now. But also, Hannah, that makes you sound quite boring. But no, it's fantastic to have Hannah in the band. And also, we get to see the Netherlands, which we would have left Brighton if we hadn't done that.
And you got a place to stay this night.
Ja, we mogen bij mijn ouders logeren.
What's for dinner?
Dankjewel, mam en pap.
Do you want for dinner?
We already had dinner, didn't we?
A late night dinner at 2 a.m. in the morning.
No, my mum did text me when we were on the way, and she said, there's beers in the fridge.
Wow.
And crisps.
Liquid meal.
There you go.
Yeah.
I really love this album of this year. It's called Big in the Suburbs. It's all about the British suburban life, right?
Yes, totally. And I think when we drove through into Hilversum, was it we're today? Yeah. Very similar sort of, it's gloriously similar. And I think when people all have the same cars and the same houses and the same street and the same bike, I feel like you bond on something greater, I think. That's the idea with the album. It's supposed to be quite optimistic. And yeah, I think they're beautiful places. The Netherlands is very similar to England, I think.
Anyway, it's flat though.
It is flat.
But what are the typical British suburban elements in a city or in a town?
I'm not sure what the equivalent of. We have a coffee chain called Costa. That seems to be that's bigger than sort of Jesus now. Is the Costa. What else have we got? I mean, just a sort of certain. I mean, I think I mentioned it in one of the songs earlier. Something called Live, Laugh, Love. I don't know what the equivalent is in the Netherlands, but there's a poster that you buy in. Is there an equivalent? Live, laugh, love is like
English. It's the same thing.
Or like, you get cushions that say like, oh, it's Prosecco o'clock and things like that.
I saw a T-shirt this afternoon with Aperol Spritz.
That was it.
Yeah. That was it.
Matt's wearing a T-shirt. Oh no, he took it off. Matt had a T-shirt that just said, Matt who's in the van, there's a T-shirt that just said soup time on it.
Oh wow.
With a picture of a frog, which is a Suburban.
Right.
That is very, very cool. You can put it on for the next tune. Perfect.
I think our equivalent would be VT wonen.
What's that?
Oh, that's very sneu.
It's, yeah.
I think that's it, yeah. But when
I'll explain.
We'll
explain later.
Do the next two.
But when you're in a band from the UK, you're just starting and it's getting well. It's getting harder as well for new bands to get to the next level, I think, because a lot of venues are closing in the UK and there's not a lot of funding. Is it fun to be in a band?
I think it's completely based on the people. I think we're very lucky that we are 5 people. I think the bands that we see break up from where we started playing and the bands we meet on the road are, if the people get along, they will go through thick and thin. Because even when we know bands that aren't necessarily successful, as it were, but they're doing it because they like just playing the local pub.
Right.
So from our perspective, I think we have that drive, but also I think if it ended tomorrow, we're all still quite happy. I think that's the approach you have to have. I think if you're going into music now, trying to be a millionaire, you're an absolute idiot. You can only do it if you really want to do it, because this is like the worst. It's the worst hours. It's the worst paid. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. I think you can only do it if I mean, we're all in our mid-20s. I think our parents are starting to go, nah.
Are you sure?
Are you still paying rent?
Especially for you, Hannah, because they know you're on Dutch radio now. So this is a big thing.
Yes.
Ze zijn aan het luisteren. Oh, mijn familie.
Doe ze de groeten. Je kan het nu doen.
Ja, groetjes allemaal.
I loved your show on The Great Escape in Brighton. I saw your show twice over there.
You.
It was massive. But I think your live show comes from frustration to see other bands in a way.
Yes, of course. I mean, I think we can all speak for we're quite obtuse in the fact that we quite obvious pop. We like to dance. We like to know when the next song's coming. We don't like someone to sort of sit on the stool and go, okay, these are my thoughts. As you were saying, it's expensive being in the UK now. It's like £12 to see a gig. So I don't want to have £12 to sort of just see someone tell me how sad they are.
Yeah, or for them to just stand, look at their feet, blank face.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Do you want to be there?
I don't know what it's like in the Netherlands, but that's the thing in England, is like we were trying to be responsive to that. And to be fair, I think the curve has totally changed. You've got bands like Get Down Services, you've got bands like Welly.
That's a good band.
But it's like, even in the wider sense of pop, you've got Chapel Roan, you've got Charlie, you've got Sabrina, you've got all these people who've come up in the past couple of years that have gone, we don't even want to, music's either been really dark and sort of like malicious, or it's been like gonna go and have a party tonight.
Yeah.
I think now pop's become quite fun again and quite sort of consumable.
It's fresh now.
Yeah, it feels it. It feels like it's been made for the people again, which is quite nice. And we're trying to do that with a very English way, so I hope that translates to the Netherlands, hopefully.
People were commenting on your Instagram, please come to Amsterdam to do a show.
We'd love to. We've still never played. I hope our booking agent's listening, because we'd love to come to Amsterdam.
This
God
is
love
the
that man.
start of a big thing for Welly in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I feel it, because you are all the king of rock and roll.
Oh, come, that's smooth. That's
Why
pretty
are we
good.
about to play Prefab Sprout on Dutch radio?
Because it's the greatest song. It's a song about... Am I allowed to talk over this? It's a song about a bloke who thinks he's like the biggest rock star in his town, but he's not, and he's doing the same old act. And speaking of same old act, we got Welly coming up after this.
Zometeen meer Welly op 3FM.